Okay, so first I'm going in with my Illamasqua Radiance veil just to prime. I'm going to put that on with the MSQ brush, just a flat brush. This just gives you a really nice glow under your foundation. Also find that it colour corrects a little bit because I have quite a lot of redness. Then I'm just going to colour correct a little bit with my Morphe concealer palette, which is so dirty I'm not even putting it on camera. Just using the green shade, sort of buffing that over the places I've got a bit of red scarring. And then I'm just taking a light peachy coloured concealer, just putting that under my eyes to colour correct dark circles. I'm going to use the Illamasqua Skin Base just for a change. I got the Makeup Revolution concealer everybody's raving about. I've got this in the shade C2. So I think this is the lightest shade I've got, and it's not really doing anything highlight wise because it's too dark. But as far as concealing, I think it's pretty nice. I think I'll use it for like spot concealing and stuff like that. Chocolate Soleil. I'm just going to start really small motions right in the contour of the cheek. I like to keep movements quite small at first, and then as I've got less product on the brush, sort of buff it out a little bit more. And then I'm just taking that along the sides of my nose. Same brush, laziest nose contour ever, but just like a little bit. I'm taking the Beauty Blender along the bottom of your contour, just really sharpens up that line. I'm going to go in with the Freedom Brow Pomade in Caramel Brown. Unopened, look how satisfying that is. And my Zoeva winged liner brush. Best brush for brows ever. And I just like to scoop up a little bit of that and put it on the back of my hand. And really flatten out my brush. When I'm doing my brows, I start with a line straight under, starting from the front. I'm taking that all the way out to where you want the brow to end. A quarter of the way in. Just doing the same thing on top. Straight line and taking that down to join the first line. Then I start pushing up from the bottom line and blending the two together. Then I'll wipe off most of the product on the back of my hand and start pushing up from that bottom line at the front, just flicking and then that's pretty much all I do. Okay, so same on the other side, and then I'm just gonna brush the hairs straight up with a little bit of brow gel. Someone asked me on Instagram why I don't conceal the top of my brows. I used to, but I prefer to brush the hairs up and they just look a little bit more fluffy, a little bit more natural. Now I think I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution concealer again to carve out my brows and prime my eyes. So I always use this little flat brush from the Body Shop. It's really old and I don't even know if they still do it, but it does the job. Zoeva 144 is good for this too. And I'm just going to start taking the concealer down all over the lid. And I'm just going over that with a little buffing brush. I don't really like the patting technique for eyeshadow bases. I prefer just manage to get a more smooth, clean base with this sort of, rather than a pat, it's more of a buffing, patting motion. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go along the lines of a blue halo spotlight eye. So I'm going to start with probably this shade and then move down to this darker blue and just go from there. Okay, to make the colour really, really strong, I'm going to go in with this little pointy brush and I'm just going to pack them right in the crease. Not worrying about blending, you just want to get the colour really strong in sort of general shape. So I'm going quite rounded. Then I'm going to take this brush to blend that out. Just put a little bit of that lightest sort of teal colour. Then I'm going in with this really, really small pencil brush from Zoeva. I'm going in with the darkest blue in the palette. I'm just going to take that right into the crease. I'm really, really liking the Makeup Revolution concealer as an eye base. These colours are really, really strong, but they're still blending. Okay, then I'm taking same three brushes, same colours, and doing the same thing underneath, except I'm going to go in with the teal shade first. You don't realise the ridiculous faces you make when you're doing your makeup until you film yourself. I wasn't intending on doing something really bright, but the sun's out for once, so I think it's finally going to get a bit warmer, get a bit lighter, so why not? Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye and then I will be back to finish this eye. Okay, now that I've got both eyes done, I'm going to cut my crease with Makeup Revolution concealer again. Okay, then I'm going back in with the dark blue shade. I'm going to start on the outer corner. You want to push in the way rather than just going back and forward. You want to blend the concealer into the shadow too much. And then I'm going to take the middle tone colours, just take them in a little bit further. Okay, so on the centre I'm going to put shade Blue Moon. You want to be nice and careful with the shade you take up to the top line. You want to keep that sharp. I'm going to put down the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in Glam Rock first. Then I've got a little fluffy brush that's already covered in glue, and I'm just going to pat that on top. And then finally I'm going to take the razor sharp liner from Urban Decay in, I don't know, the white one, and just line the very top centre of my crease here. Then I'm going in with my cream liner from e.l.f. on the same winged liner brush that I use for my brows. I think I'm going to do a wing, so I'm just going to start with a rough outline, and then I'm going to go back into the inner corner and bring the light all the way out to make that line you just did. Okay, so now I've got my liner on, I'm just gonna finish the other eye and pop on some lashes, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so now I've got my lashes on, got both eyes done. I'm gonna go back to my face. First, I'm just gonna set my face with the Skindinavia finishing spray. And I'm mixing a little bit of Kitty Kat in there too, so these two shades. So you want to go, I'm taking this from all the way under my eye, all the way up my cheekbones, and then all the way up to my temples. And then on the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and on my chin as well. Oh my god. So I'm just going to go in with this Too Faced Melted Longwear lipstick. Now I'm just going to show you what I would do to make this into a more festival-y type look. So I'm going to start with the Milani Luminoso blush, and I'm going to go on pretty heavy with that. Take it up around my temples as well. I've got these little roll-on glitters from the Body Shop. I'm just gonna pop up my cheekbone and into my temple, just like I would with highlighter. And then I'm going to take this lip colour off because I'm not feeling it. So I've just put a little bit of gloss on. And I'm going to highlight the centre of my lips with Blue Moon from the Moonchild palette. The same white liner as before, and I'm just going to put little dots above my brows, little line across the bridge of my nose, and down the centre of my lip. So that is everything. If you enjoyed, please give me a like and subscribe, really helps me out. I will link my Instagram and my new website down below. I should have a blog post up on that this week. And that is everything. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.